Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Abu Abbas bin Qauluddin, metric number 273074. I will be discuss about the industry analysis. Industry analysis is a market assessment tool used by the investor to analyze and understand the competitive dynamic of an industry. It helps them to get a sense of what is happening in an industry. For example, the demand supply statistic, degree of competition within the industry, state of competition of the industry with other emerging industry, future prospect of the industry taking into account technological change, credit system within the industry, and the influences of external factor on the industry. Industry analysis for an investor is a method that helps to understand a company position relative to other participants in the industry. It helps them to identify both the opportunity and threat coming their way and give them a strong idea of the present and the future scenario of the industry. Shortly, it allows investors for decision making to start investing in the share of the industry by overseeing and understanding the differences between the industry and their competitor in the field and using it by the investor to lower the risk. In this project, we have oversight of the industry analysis for 5 companies. Firstly, the JF Technology Berhad. The JF Technology Berhad is an electrical component and equipment company. The company is manufacturing and trading electronic products and components. Based on an article on Slimpy Wall, it states that the company is ranked first for the lowest cost for investors. In this year, the company has grown rapidly in carrying out the development of the 5G. Next, the McLean Technology Berhad. McLean Technology Berhad is providing precision surface cleaning and treatment services. The big shareholder of McLean Technology Berhad has great influence over the company as they hold a large number of shareholders in the company. This means the company does not get much attention from institutional investors. As the company improves over the time, we may forecast that more institutional investors will come in the future. So the big share price will rise if multiple institutional investors are buying the stock at the same time. Then the Eucharist Berhad. The Eucharist Berhad is the healthcare facilities and services company. In May this year, Eucharist Berhad signed 2 contract agreements with manufacturers from China to produce the Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccine. This caused the share price to increase and this profitable to our company trading. After that, the Entos Technology Berhad. Entos Technology Berhad is a software and programming company. The COVID-19 pandemic has a drastic impact on the company performance. The company has a cash burn around 60 million ringgit for the last 3 months at the end of the year 2019. Lastly, the Dataprep Holding Berhad. Dataprep Holding Berhad is a computer services company. In the April this year, Dataprep share price declined again after the company announced plan to acquire a 51% stock in Rida Associate Sdn Bhd in aiming to expand their revenue. This is because when a company acquires another company, the share price of acquisition company tend to decrease temporarily, while the share price of target company tend to increase. That's all from me. Thank you.
For next, I will present the activity road for GF Technology Berhad. From the table, we can see the highest road in 2020 mean the company used the asset effective calculate the year 2018 and 2019. The low rota in 2019 mean the company used the asset in effect and may have the management problem. Briefly to the profitability row table, we can see the ROE of the company in the 3-year are positive, which is 4.64% in 2018, 3.32% in 2019, and 4.89 in 2020. When the net income is positive, the ROE will also be positive. The company may report positive net income can help them generate the large investment. Next, I will present the leverage rate for the GF company. From the table, we can see for GF company, the higher debit rate is in 2019 with a 0.31. This shows the company is in a good finance situation in this year, and the lowest is in the 2020 with a 0.26. The shareholder debit rate is determined by the dividing of the full shareholder liability of the company. Okay, for now I will present MyClean Technology Berhad. Also, from the liquidity rate for to start. From the slide we can see the current rate of the MyClean Technology Berhad increased from the 1.66 in 2018 to 1.05 in 2019. Shows that the ability of the company to meet the short time is increased. The increase of the rate indicate the company able to pay its current liabilities with the own current asset. For the last one, I will present the profitability rate for the MyClean companies. Refer to the table above. The rent of the equity of this company is in 3 years or are positive, which is 6.87 in 2018, 9.99 in 2019, and 4.71 in 2020. When the next income is positive, the ROE will also be positive. The company may report positive next income can help them generate the large investment. The rent of the asset of the MyClean is 4.37 in 2018, increased to 6.16 in 2019, and decreased to 2.75 in 2020. This is all for my part. Next, my partner will be continue. Thank you all.
My name is Narshida Amira, matrix number 270379. Next, for Eucris and InTouch Technology Berhad. For liquidity ratio, the quick ratio of the company for Eucris is 1.54 in 2018, increased to 1.71 in 2019, and dropped back to 1.64 in 2020. Among these 3 years, the most ability of company to meet the short-term liability is in year 2019, with higher quick ratio. And for InTouch Technology Berhad, the quick ratio of company is 1.65 in 2018, dropped to 1.22 in 2019, and rise back to 1.34 in 2020. Among these 3 years, the most ability of company to meet the short-term liability is in year 2018 with higher quick ratio. Next, for activity ratio. Both companies got lower ratio in 2019 compared to 2018 and 2020 for activity ratio. So it shows that Eucris and InTouch Technology Berhad using their asset inefficient and may have management problem. Next is about profitability ratio. The net profit margin for Eucris and InTouch Technology Berhad have positive percentage between year 2018 until year 2020. So it shows the company able to cover the cost of the company in 2018 and 2020. Next is about leverage ratio. Eucris have the higher debt equity ratio in year 2020 with 1.55, which indicates at the year the company is risky to creditor and investor because it shows the investor have not funded the operation as much as creditor have. And the lowest ratio is at year 2018 with 1.34. It indicates that the company is more financially stable. Meanwhile, for MTouch Technology Berhad, debt equity ratio for year 2019 is 0.56, which is indicate that the company is risky to creditor investor. And the lowest ratio is at year 2018 with 0.57. Last but not least, for stretch value of forecasting. For company Eucris and MTouch Technology Berhad, it shows that the price for next 3 years will be undervalued because the current price for both company is lower than the estimate price. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I will continue the presentation for the last company, which is Data Prep Holding Berhad. First, we look at the liquidity ratio chart. Current ratios, the company are able to pay their current liabilities using their own current asset because, as you can see, the ratios is increased in 2020. Next is good ratios. The conditions of company is financially secure in short term because the ratios is gradually increased in 2019 and 2020. Next, we move to the activity ratio chart. Okay, total asset turnover, it has the highest ratios in 2019. It means that the company is using the asset efficiently compared to 2018 and 2020. For inventory turnover, the company has the highest sale on 2019 and it decreased slightly in 2020. Next, we move to the probability ratio chart. The company is not able to make the profit on 2019 because the return of asset is lower. Return on equity shows that the company may report positive net income because the value is positive. Net profit margin is in positive numbers, so it shows that the company has enough to cover the cost of the company. Last, leverage ratio chart. If the debt ratio is more than debt equity, it means that the company has more loan in that year. We can see that this statement refers to the graph 2018 because it has the highest debt ratio than the debt equity.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Hassan Noor. My matric number 260485. Today I'm going to talk about technical analysis. Technical analysis is one of the methods which can help investors use to evaluating the historical price for each security which has been listed in Bursa Malaysia to analyze its company performance such as the volume and the past stock price. Technical analysis is using the chart and other tools to identify the future prices, patterns, and the movement of the stock price. In this technical analysis, we use 4 different types of technical analysis such as moving average convergence and divergence. MACD helps investors understand whether bullish or bearish movement in the price is strengthening or weakening. MACD will sending signal when it's crossed below or above its signal line. Relative strength index, which is the second technical analysis we use, is an indicator used to measure the strength or weakness of the stock price based on the closing prices of the recent trading period. If the RSI below 30 shows that the price is oversold and a signal for a buyer to buy the stock. If the RSI above 70 shows that the price is overbought and a signal for a seller to sell the stock. Third, Support and resistance. Support and resistance is one of the most used techniques in technical analysis, based on a concept that's easy to understand but difficult to master. It identifies price levels where historically the price reacted either by reversing or at least by slowing down, and a barrier price behavior at these levels can leave clues for a future price behavior. The fourth, which is the last technique, technique we use for technical analysis. Our technical analysis is a statistical analysis is the moving average. Moving average is a statistical analysis method that averages the securities prices for a certain period of a time and connects the average value at a different times to form a moving average.
Return on investment. This is a table of transaction that we have done from 28 April 2021 to 1st June 2021. We look at the ROI table, we can see that the highest ROI is for the stock data PRP, where we buy the stock at 28 April 2020 and we sell the stock at 5th May 2021. And the lowest ROI is for the stock MTouch, where we buy the stock at 24th May 2021 and we sell it at 1st June 2021.